Hello, students. This is Preeti Damle, your English teacher. Students, today we are going to study Chapter 4 Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory from our NCERT books. This story is written by Satyajit Ray. It is a humorous story in which the main character is made to believe himself sick. Perhaps he thinks that he has a lapse of memory, but in actual sense, there is nothing wrong with him. Bipin Chaudhary was a regular visitor at Kali Charan's bookshop in the New Market. That day, however, he had a strange feeling that someone was observing him closely. He turned round to see a very humble person break into a smile. The man seemed much surprised that Bipin Babu had not recognized him. He told Bipin Babu that he had been with him for a week when he visited Ranchi in 1958. Obviously, Bipin Babu thought that the man who called himself Parimal Ghosh was mistaken. He had never been to Ranchi. He told him so, but Ghosh looked at him in disbelief. Ghosh laughed aloud. He narrated the incidents of his Ranchi journey in detail. He told Bipin Babu how he had injured his knee in Hudru. It was Ghosh who had brought iodine to help him. He had also arranged for a car to move to Netherhat the next day, but was not able to go because of the pain. Second, he talks about Dinesh Mukherjee, who was also in Ranchi at that time. Parimal Ghosh told him that he stayed in a hired bungalow while Mukherjee remained with his sister. He even reminded Chaudhary that he always carried a bag with his books on his sightseeing trips. Now, at this point, Bipin Babu asked Ghosh which month it was. To this, Parimal Ghosh replied, October. Now, Bipin Babu said that in October 1958 he was with his friend at Kanpur. At this, Parimal Ghosh did not stop. He told Bipin Babu how he had spoken about his lonely life, the personal details that he had no children, about his wife's death, and the only brother who died insane. Bipin Babu felt this while he stepped out. Ghosh was still looking at him in disbelief. Bipin Babu asked his driver Sitaram to drive by the Ganga. He regretted having paid any attention to Ghosh. Yet the incident captured his mind. The man knew a great deal about him. For the first time, a slight doubt arose in his mind. Was he losing his mind? But he remembered that he was at Kanpur. Now he thought of writing to Haridas Bakshi, his friend and host at Kanpur. But then he remembered that Haridas had left for Japan a few weeks before. Bipin Babu rolled up his trousers and took a look at his right knee. There was a cut mark. It was difficult to remember when he had got it. Then he thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. Ghosh had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at that time. He wanted to go to him at once. But what would Dinesh think of him? After all, Bipin Babu knew that he had never been to Ranchi. Dinesh would certainly consider him a little insane. Bipin Babu felt much better when he was at home. After dinner, he got lost into one of the new thrillers. He forgot about the man in the new marketplace. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that he was being captured by the incident each passing hour. So just before lunch, he decided to call Dinesh Mukherjee. And to his surprise, Dinesh confirmed what Parimal Ghosh had said. He could not hold on. He slammed the receiver down. He lost his appetite. He could not take his lunch. Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee only added to his worries. Bipin Babu had been in the firm for 25 years. For the first time, he was feeling sick. He could not continue working. His head was whirling. He came back home at 2:30 and went on bed trying to understand what was happening. At 7:30 there was a visitor named Chunni Babu. Bipin Babu knew why Chunni Lal had come. They were at school together. Now Chunni Lal was having a rough time. He wanted Bipin Babu's help about a job. Bipin Babu knew he could not do anything and told him so. Yet Chunni Lal kept coming. So at first he sent word that he would not meet Chunni Lal for a few weeks. Then remembering something, he hurried down to see him. He asked Chunni Lal if he remembered his going to Ranchi in 1958. Of course, he did. He looked at Bipin Babu's face with concern. How could a man with so sharp a memory forget it? Chunni Lal himself had booked the tickets to Ranchi. He was the one to see him off at the railway station. He was the one who brought an electrician to fix the fan which was not working in his compartment. He expressed great concern about Bipin Babu's health. Bipin Babu in return said that it must be the hard work. He told Chunni Lal that he would consult a specialist. Bipin Babu went to Dr. Paresh Chanda and told his problem. The doctor was puzzled. He told him that his case was unusual. He remembered everything except his trip to Ranchi. Yet he was convinced of having been there. So the doctor suggested that he should go to Ranchi. The sight of the place may remind him. Acting upon the doctor's advice, Bipin Babu went to Ranchi. At the railway station itself, he felt that he had never been to Ranchi. He went round the city but had the same feeling. So he decided to try a trip to Hudru. At 5 o'clock, two Gujarati gentlemen found him. He was lying unconscious beside a boulder in Hudru. Next morning, he was back in Calcutta. He was shattered. He wondered if he was going to end up in an asylum. He rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. That day, he went to bed with an ice bag clamped on his head. Then he received an envelope. He went through the letter at once. It was from Chunni Lal. In his letter, Chunni Lal had first expressed his bitterness for getting no help from Bipin Babu. Then he frankly told Bipin Babu that his memory was all right. It was his plan in retribution against his unfeeling behavior. Then he told Bipin Chaudhary how he had played a practical joke upon him. This he did with the help of Mr. Ghosh and Dinesh Mukherjee. Now it was clear to Bipin Chaudhary that he had not really lost his memory. When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu told a lie. He said he remembered everything on reaching Ranchi station. He said that he had called him for a painkiller. He had a pain in the hip due to a fall in Ranchi. Okay, students? Thank you.